New York Congresswoman Claudia Tenney, a member of the Financial Services Committee, along with the co-founders of Cheryl Manufacturing and Liberty Tabletop, President Matthew Roberts and CEO Greg Owens. Matthew and Greg, I want to start with you. Greg, until recently, it's been much more cost-effective as a business to produce overseas. What did you make of the event yesterday?
Well, it was a great honor to be invited to the event yesterday. It's actually our second year. Last year we participated in the roundtable, and it not only is representative of what the administration and others are trying to do to help us out on the manufacturing front, but it's also a motivational factor for Matt and I and all of our employees to attend such an event.
Well, Matt, talk about that. And also, I said on Fox News yesterday morning, it is a way for the White House and the president to highlight how fast the U.S. economy is growing and to remind people, go out and buy American if you can.
Right. We're the only manufacturer of flatware left in the United States. So we've reached out to our congresswomen, congresspeople. We've reached out to the White House and asked them to help us. And I think basically the way the economy is going, our factory is growing significantly. We're about 33% bigger than we were last year. We've hired another 15 people, and the future is bright for Cheryl Manufacturing.
Can I ask you, Matt, really quickly, where you source your raw materials and if you have been hit at all by the tariffs that have come out of the White House so far?
Right. We have our marketing niche is 100% made in the United States. So all of our steel has to be melted and processed in the United States. We have seen some increase in pricing. I'm not really sure if it is due to the tariffs, but maybe more due to the fact that the economy is heating up. So we've seen a slight increase, but nothing really substantial. But like I said before, everything has to be U.S. content in our product.
Congresswoman Tenney, this event comes amid that heated trade battle that American manufacturers wrestling with the fallout from Trump's tariffs. It's not just the steel and aluminum tariffs, but also our tariffs on $34 billion of Chinese imports, but then the retaliation from China, which is hurt, at least is beginning to hurt exporters, particularly farmers. What do you make of that? How dangerous is this dispute for businesses?
Well, let's first talk about Cheryl Manufacturing and these two great entrepreneurs. This is the great American manufacturing story. I toured their plant in 2016 and said, wow, this is a couple of guys who worked at the old Oneida facility that now moved to China. An iconic brand started in my region. These guys bought the old factory, refurbished the equipment, and reopened what was Oneida Limited and called it Cheryl Manufacturing, and now made it an American-based product. And I think what they're doing is accenting how great the American workforce is and how important they are, and they're one of our greatest assets. And they're proving that you can use American workers, and American workers are the best, and you can sell the products, and you just heard them talk about how well they're doing. So, you know, this is why Trump, I think, won our region and why this message resonated. We had so many iconic businesses. Revere Manufacturing was there yesterday. The president and CEO of Revere. Revere was started by Paul Revere. You know, this is like one of our iconic businesses, we think, in 1801. So New York State is seeing this mass exodus of jobs to China and to Asia. And to see these guys try to bring it back, I think it's important. I think the jury is still out. Wilbur Ross was actually at the event and came and talked to us about the products there. So we'll see what happens. I think, you know, they indicated that we're not sure if it's all tariffs or it's partly the boom in the economy. And we're seeing the tax cuts really helping all of the businesses, whether large, medium, or small, and even a business like Cheryl. And Matt and Greg can attest to that.
Claudia, hi, this is Jason Chaffetz. I had the pleasure of serving with her in the Congress. It's good to see you. My question for you is, what do you see the Republicans doing in terms of taxes? I know we got an announcement with Kevin Brady coming up. And at some point, is Congress actually going to cut any sort of spending? Because at some point, there's going to have some effect on these small businesses like these two gentlemen have.
Well, obviously, we're rolling out. I heard today we're going to see 2.0. I haven't seen the details. Chairman Brady's going to bring that out. But let me talk about something that's really important that we need to do. And you're talking about spending and a little stagnation in wages. And I think a lot of it is attributable to the fact that we have not been able to repeal and replace Obamacare. That is still a burden on small businesses. It affects the wages of small business owners. and small business owners, their workers, are still paying these enormous rates because Obamacare is so expensive and the premiums are going up and the deductibles are going up. And we had a spending control mechanism in the American Health Care Act that did not pass the Senate last year. As you know, we got it through the House and we got to the Senate and we had a thumbs down that made the difference. And that's where we have to go back to the drawing board and start working on realigning our spending, bringing spending down, continuing to protect Medicare, protect Social Security, but realigning so the actual truly needy people are getting these services, because many people on Medicare lost because we robbed Medicaid, or we robbed Medicare to give money to Medicaid and the expansion of Obamacare, and so it's hurting our small business community. And I think you could ask. You got two entrepreneurs who are running a small business, revitalized industry in our region, the only flatware manufacturer. It's affecting wages. It's affecting everything in our region.
Greg, to that point, Greg, what do you want to see out of Washington? I'm the child of small business owners, and I never knew what a vacation was. They never took a vacation. They worked 7 days a week, and I heard my entire childhood and my entire life about politicians talking about small businesses and how critical they are, and quite frankly, Washington never did jack for my parents' business. So, Greg, you've got Claudia Tenney, your congressman here, and you've got Jason Chaffetz, who still knows folks in Washington. Tell them and the audience what you want out of D.C.
Well, I guess if you want to put the answer on a bumper sticker, it would be get out of the way and let us go. And I think Claudia and a lot of our representatives in Washington, in the administration, that's sort of their tact. And that's a little bit about what tax reform is all about. Instead of taking money away from business and redistributing it to achieve goals, let businesses do that. We went out and hired 15 people. And I can tell you that one of our main objectives going forward is to, as we make more money, give that money to our employees. We gave out some pretty substantial raises this year. We'd like to do more to make sure that it's a great place to work for and to keep our employees happy for many years to come.
Matt, I'm going to give you the final word, sir.
Okay.
No, Matt, go ahead. You get the final word. Say what you want to.
I just want to say thank you to the administration for, as Greg said, getting out of the way and letting us run our business. Nobody knows how to make flatware better than the team we have at Sherrill, New York. And we're here not only for a company to make money and to be profitable, we're here for our community. And I think many of the businesses that you saw yesterday in the White House have the exact same goals. They want to be part of the community and work as a team and be Americans together and grow the economy.
Gentlemen, great to see you both. Thank you so much. Greg Owens, Matt Roberts, and Congresswoman Claudia Tenney. And I will say this, here are some of the businesses I know, all made in America. Elsie King Manufacturing, they make awesome men's jackets and clothing. Redland Cotton, they were at the White House yesterday. Incredible sheets, and the family grows their own cotton. And then Schott, made in America, great leather jackets made in New Jersey. So a shout out to all those businesses as well. Great to see you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.